It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go here at Arrowhead. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes. Two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP. Just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC, Greg.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 18-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Right back to Kelce again. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the 1st round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Play action now. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. On now for 4th down, Trenton Gill will punt it away. Mecole Hardman deep to return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here come the Chiefs and last year's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, for their next drive. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing...
And he's in! Rashee Rice! Touchdown, Chiefs! That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7 0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now it's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Second down. Nix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with the tight defensive coverage.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Hardman now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running, and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scarier. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Now a 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw again. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
It is brought in the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. He's put together some hot campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 15 yards, the pickup. Good for a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Nix. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down and it's an incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down. Back to throw is Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He connects with Mims. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That one on the former Notre Dame star, Mike McGlinchey. On second down, it's Nix. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly.
He fumbled the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Talk things over before third down. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Past the 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. The open man is Adkins.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Tight end on the move left. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chamari Connor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Here's Mahomes. That is caught, and he's in. Garrett Wiley. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Here's Traymon Smith on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over just before the half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now.
Here we go, set.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. And this will be from 42 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds. 0-0 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start at venerable Soldier Field. New England making the trip out to visit Chicago. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Rome Odunze has a touchdown reception from fellow first-round pick Caleb Williams. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. Christian McCaffrey with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And currently they are tied with the visiting Bills in that one. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
First half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. He's got his big tight end, Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Broncos.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Brown now to return it. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Patrick Mahomes gonna lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, KC.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Mahomes back. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. And now after the play, that's Mahomes who looks to be shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Back is Wentz. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A big loss on the play brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Broncos.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A 1st down throw for Nix. This one to the tight end, Troutman. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he will get into the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos are able to cut the deficit to 10. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down.
Here we go.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Go.
Man in motion is Brown. This caught right side by Worthy.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
17 yards. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
They put Kelsey in motion.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
He connects with Gray on that one. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here we go. What's that? What's this on?
They put Kelsey in motion.
What's this on?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Done. What's this on?
A run up the middle with Pacheco. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd
Here we
and
go. Done.
Gray is the motion man here.
What's that?
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
What's that?
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Here we go. Back.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
What's that?
They'll run with Pacheco. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Done.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal.
What's this on? What's this on?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Harrison Butler on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt. Makes the score. Chiefs 30. Broncos 17. Smith on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is hard. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Chiefs 30, Broncos 25.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.